What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel and to the second video of Carlos Collecting Corner, where I show you vintage toys that I'm adding to my collection. So I had to Google Lens all this stuff because I couldn't exactly know the right year or what packaging they came in. So there's three right here where I couldn't find anything, but they were like it had the words vintage in it, and I don't know what line they came from. They didn't give me a year. They just said vintage. So I don't know how vintage it could be, like early 2000s or in the middle of the 90s. I don't know. But this one is a little Bindi Kermit made by Applause. He looks like he could be from the 90s, maybe. I don't know. I don't think he's from the 80s. He doesn't look that too old, but if he's vintage, that's pretty cool. So, little Bindi Kermit. And I got this Donald Duck hand puppet. And every hand puppet I looked at was different. It had like a yellow shirt on and the beak. It's like one part of the beak, but it also had the bottom part. But this one is like blue and one top beak. So they're all vintage, I guess. I don't think there's a lot of 1960s hand puppets, but I don't think this is from the 1960s. It looks too like newerish for 60s. Maybe early 2000s, late 90s, maybe. But I thought that was pretty cool. And I got a lunchbox that I got for like $1. Um, it's Mickey Mouse and Pluto on the front cover at the City Zoo. I'm guessing the 90s because the 90s had plastic lunchboxes. But the thing is, the picture is kind of off. It should be like a little bit up here. But I feel like this fell off and someone glued it back on. And it's like hanging off a little bit on each side. So it's way too low. It should be a little bit more up. So I got a vintage lunchbox for $1. Um, that's the only thing that I think is wrong with it. But for $1, I wasn't gonna leave it. So those three items, I just couldn't find the year on or where it came from, but I thought they were pretty cool. So, okay, now this one isn't vintage, but it's pretty modern, 2017. I thought it was really cool. This is 2017 Funko, made by Funko, Mortal Kombat X Raiden. And I love the Mortal Kombat video games. And I thought this was pretty cool, so I picked it up for $1. And I thought, hey, I want to collect, I guess, modern stuff too. So I don't know. So vintage and modern, 2017. I think it's pretty cool. Raiden. And then got a wrestling figure here. 2003 WWE Jonathan Coachman, the coach. If you remember Jonathan Coachman from WWE in the early 2000s, there was a wrestling figure made out of him. I think I got this at the flea market for, I think that it was like 3 for $10. So then I picked out this guy. Um, this is a 2001 Kamen Rider Ageto. 2001, it's vintage, so it's 22 years old. I thought he was pretty neat. Little Kamen Rider, Agato or Agito. I don't know how to pronounce it. This guy, I thought he was a Beetleborg at first, but then I had a Google Lens on and it was like Kamen Rider. I got this Spider-Man figure, and he's from 1999. He's the Flip and Swing Spider-Man, And I saw on Google the packaging for him. He kind of hangs like a light pole, and he swings back and forth. So I thought it was like a little I guess play set. I don't know, not a play set, but gosh, what do you call it? Where you put them on a stand, a little stand. Like there's like a light stand, like on a light pole, and he swung. So 1999, flip and swing Spider-Man, pretty cool. Another wrestling figure. Get him. This guy is from 1998 WWF, and this is Marc Mero. I think this was before he became Marvelous Marc Mero, or after, just became Marc Mero. I remember he used to be with Sable in WWF. So he's a bit beat up, but I thought he's pretty cool. I think I used to have them back in the day with a bunch of other wrestlers. So this is 1998 WWF Marc Mero. And this is like a beanbag type toy. Pillsbury Doughboy from 1997. So I thought vintage Doughboy, Pillsbury Doughboy. It's like a little beanbaggy. So I thought that was pretty neat. Okay. This big old vehicle right here from Star Wars for the 1997 Star Wars Skyhopper. So I'm pretty sure it's missing like the missile, and I'm not sure if it's missing anything else, but that's all I can see. That it's supposed to shoot a missile. Yeah. So I thought this was pretty cool. I think I got this for $1 also. This is pretty huge right here. Alright. This one is actually still in the baggie, but I think it was open. Because there's like a staple there. It's like folded in a staple. But this is a McDonald's Happy Meal of peanuts, Charlie Brown, seed bag, and chiller. You can see that. It's got everything in there. I had to check Google Lens, see if everything was in there, and it was. So maybe someone opened it, played with it, closed it back up, and stapled it. But the packaging is pretty good. I think that's pretty good. This right here is a 1986 Kermit the Frog Muppet Babies, and it's a cake topper. It was on top of a birthday cake or something. This is what I got out of Google Lens. It's not like a Happy Meal toy, but it's a cake topper. So I thought that was pretty cool. From 1986, Kermit the Frog Muppet Babies. And then I got this Pound Puppy from 1985. 1985 Pound Puppy. It was $3, but all the plush toys was half off that day, so I got it for $1.50. Thought that was pretty neat. So got this Pound Puppy right here. Gotta collect my plush again. I had tons of plush. So all right, and now the last three are actually from Masters of the Universe. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm going to show this one, the 1985 Master of the Universe Mossman. This guy's like super green and grassy, and it feels like weird carpet. I don't know. It feels weird. And then I got, of course, the 1983 Master Universe Skeletor. No sword, no shield, no service. Yeah, got the Skeletor from 1983. And the last one right here is from 1981 and Webstor, like Webstor, because he's like a spider. He makes a Webstor. So, found more Master Universe figures to add to my collection. So, my collection is growing very little at a time. So, that is everything to show you all that vintage goodness going into my collection. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of it. And hope to see you in part 3 of Carlos Collecting Corner. It might be a while till I accumulate more stuff for my collection, but it's worth the wait maybe. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching and see you all in the next video. See you later.